Hello everyone, it's Cole here. This is our third episode, and it's starting to actually kind of feel like a real podcast. Our editing, music, and audio quality is increasing every episode while we kind of figure out how this whole thing works. It's a journey we really appreciate you taking with us, and without further ado, welcome to Dive Cloud. Hello everyone, welcome back to the third episode of Dive Cloud. Let's get back into it. To recap, we just came back from
Timber something?
From the Tilted Timber Inn. Yeah. You guys had a whole host of shenanigans there, whether it was stealing cake from a rich man or releasing...
And cheese.
And cheese. Don't forget that.
Pretty good cheese.
That's really important and will come up later for sure.
Yeah.
I haven't forgotten that. And then you released a mechanical creature into the world, which a cleric-looking girl with cataract eyes named Liv went off to go hunt for. And you left everyone else at the Tilted Timber Inn and are continuing on your way through the Midwood towards the tower. Ooh. Ooh. It's time for the opening cutscene.
Oh, gosh. Oh, yeah. Let's get weird.
Let's get freaky. The sound of something large can be heard crashing through the foliage, echoing through the woods. A blur of mechanical parts leaping through brush and leaving deep footprints into the earth. Its eyes dart wildly, looking for a way out.
Sounds familiar.
It does.
It does. So we rejoin our party of 4 on the road of the Midwood. We are joined by, and let's go through our introductions. First up is Brandon Korth.
Hey, I'm playing Yang, Apeling Druid of the Forest.
And Jenny Collins.
Hi, I'm Jenny. I'm playing Shavada Maxic, a Warlock of the Great Old One, Mephistopheles Tiefling.
Weston Lema.
Hi, I am playing Darius Smokebrewer, a Dwarven Forge Cleric of the Varn Igno Mountain Range.
And Mike Lema.
I'm playing Whispers at Sunset, a Owlkin Aarakocra from the giant forest of Kelboria.
I am your DM, Cole Luther, and we see them all walking along a muddy trail after the recent rain. You find yourselves traveling for, at this point, about a day or so until you stumble across something peculiar, unnatural-looking shapes in the forest. It's approaching around, I would say, 6 p.m. The sun is starting to set a bit as you stumble across what looks to be the remains of a small town completely overgrown with foliage.
Whoa. Whispers, have you seen this before?
Have I?
You actually...
Don't you know?
You have not. This is the first time that... it's actually a bit farther in than you have felt necessary to look at before.
Okay. How overgrown is it? Like, is it where it's like there's time that has trees have grown within the middle of things, or just like brush?
It looks, based off of your tree experience and your tree experience, it seems like it's been abandoned for at least 30 years or so.
I have not laid eyes on this particular ruin before.
This looks kind of cool to me. Reminds me of home a little bit.
How destroyed is it?
Make an investigation check.
Oh, the first roll of the game. All right. 6.
It seems very destroyed. There are no longer any pieces like these. These were more mud-like huts with like stones in between to kind of keep the structural integrity. It looks like there may have been wooden doors and wooden parts at some time, but they were destroyed somehow.
Okay. So it doesn't look like a battle or anything.
Not that you can tell from your roll.
roll.
In the middle of town, you do see a semi-large fountain, and it seems to still be running.
Are there any footprints about?
Make a survival check.
Yang's gonna look as well, actually.
All right.
While everyone's looking, can I also see if there are any traces of magic?
Sure.
Perhaps?
What's your ability for that? Oh, you're just looking
Yeah.
for...
Yeah, like any...
Sure.
Indications.
Make an Arcana check.
We rolled real good.
What'd you roll?
23.
23 is pretty good.
22.
And 22.
Wow.
You see tracks, and you instantly recognize them as wild boar tracks. And not a small one, like a massive one.
It looks like something may have taken residence here.
For my Arcana check, I got a natural 20.
Okay. The
I'm bad at rolling.
We know everything about this place.
the fact that
Yeah, exactly.
Darius is like, "Oh,
These are fountains.
I think I'll just go take a drink from this here fountain.
I advise against that.
the fountain does, the water has a color that is seemingly unnatural to it.
No, never mind.
And with a natural 20, you notice that right away.
I wonder what's wrong with this water. It looks so strange.
Could everyone make
What?
perception checks
Oh,
for
yeah.
me?
What color is the water?
And looking at it now, you wouldn't have noticed. It seemed like normal water at first, but as you look at it more, it's kind of reddish color when the light hits it.
Yang doesn't want to drink it anymore.
I've got 14 on my perception.
14 on your perception?
5.
16.
16?
17.
Like, looking at the tracks, I'm actually going to give you guys advantage. You two, Yang and Whispers.
17.
21.
21. With the 21, you see a dire boar lurking just outside of vision. You catch a glimpse of its fur, and it seems to be stalking.
Weapons
Around the
out.
side.
We are being stalked by a dire bull.
Get to the high ground! Yang's just gonna climb up.
for tonight.
All right.
He's gonna climb on top of a building.
Yang climbs up a building. You feel it like crumbling a bit beneath your feet, but it holds.
Nice.
Cool. Are we in combat, or is it just kind of hanging around? We're
It's just
waiting?
hanging around. It has not made an aggressive action.
Guys, why aren't you climbing? Climb!
I'm not good at climbing.
You think I can climb like this?
As it's kind of
Spooky.
pacing. As it's kind of pacing, I'm going to try to like nestle myself in between the two of you. 'Cause I feel very nervous about this thing.
You will all watch as it slowly starts trying to peek through the brush, and it seems to be positioning itself behind one of the buildings, not seemingly noticing that you have noticed it.
Yeah. Yang's gonna actually shout out, "Hey, Mr. Boar,
Oh yeah, it rushes you.
No. I should have said beforehand. So, isn't there a thing with like Druidic language that animals can understand your intent?
You would have to cast the spell Speak with Animals for them to
okay.
understand your intent.
Gotcha.
And a lot of races that take Druid have that kind of built into them.
Oh, I see. Right.
I could
Yeah.
speak with him.
By the way, it's charging and it's rushing. you watch as
Sorry, guys.
it's ripping vines down as it's headed towards the loudest sound, which is Yang, and that puts us into initiative.
Oh, yay.
Whispers would like to start shrieking then and draw its attention and set for a charge.
All right, perfect.
Dang.
It's just a bad rolling day.
I'm just bad at rolling in general.
Yes. Yes, you are.
All right, so this boar begins charging at Yang. It is about 10 feet tall, so it's not quite up to the point where it can reach you, but it charges directly into the house below you, crashing it. Dust and mud and rocks fly everywhere up into the air, and vines. Yang, make a dexterity saving throw.
Yahoo. Nice. That is, 22.
All right, how would you like to get out of this situation?
So the building crumbled?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm just going to like hop and skip and jump over to the next building.
Okay, yeah, you
I like being up.
easily jump off, right? And noticing it charging you, you jump to the side,
Yeah.
getting onto another one. You see rubble crashing down around it, and its eyes are furious. Next up is Whispers.
All right. Seeing that it did not respond to his scream, he is going to rage, and he's going to fly forward and land right 10 feet away from it and stab at it with his polearm.
All right.
Will be a 22 to hit
That'll hit.
for 13 points of slashing damage.
Okay, yeah, you reach out with your clawed polearm and slash it across the side, and you see its eyes wildly shift towards you. Next is Shava.
Okay, I'm going to cast Hex on it.
What are you choosing for its disadvantage?
Constitution. And then she's going to weave her hands around and toss an Eldritch Blast at it.
Dark magical energy shoots out towards the boar.
It's not great. 12.
12 is good enough to hit it.
Nice.
Yeah, sweet.
So that will be 10 damage. Force damage.
It glances off the side, smashing into it, a bit of fur burning, and the smell of burned fur now filling the air around you.
Oh, sorry.
Yang, your turn.
Okay, cool. Yeah, so I'm going to actually cast Entangle.
Ooh.
Stop! We don't want to hurt you if we don't have to. Cast Entangle on it.
Alright, what's the DC?
The DC is 13.
It fails. Just barely.
Ooh.
You watch as Yang casts the spell, and all these vines shoot up from the ground, wrapping around the body of the boar as it madly tries to pull away.
Can anyone heal this thing? It doesn't look right.
I can try speaking with it.
We've got a track for now.
And it is going
It is a
to...
creature of the dire variety. It is quite ferocious and dangerous.
It is the dire boar's turn, and it is going to try to escape. Which it does not. Your entangle holds it. As it rips at the vines, new ones growing in their place to hold it down.
Nice.
That's its turn. Darius.
Do we want to save it or do we want to kill it?
What
I
does
wanna
Darius
ki-
want?
Darius wants to kill it.
Go for it, Darius.
All right. I'm gonna cast Sacred Flame on the beastie. That's 3.
You do have advantage.
Oh, because it's entangled. Yay!
Yeah.
Thank you. Yay! 14.
14 will hit.
Great. Where's my D8? 5 radiant damage,
Okay.
and then I'm gonna use my bonus action to load my rifle.
Nice.
Load Rosie.
Okay, it is Whisper's turn.
I will shriek some more and hit it again. Whispers pulls back a little bit with his polearm, swings it down over his head across the face of the boar for another 13 damage.
Solid.
Yeah, you see this thing is breathing heavily and intensely, still ferocious, but clearly winded. It is Shava's turn.
Okay. I'm going to attempt to use my Awakened Mind ability, which allows me to telepathically speak to creatures within 30 feet and negates language.
Cool.
And I'm going to look at this boar and I'm going to say, "Stop. Don't fight. Just leave."
Make an intimidation check.
That's an unnatural 20.
Pretty good.
Nice.
You see it look furious as it tries to use its tusk to dig up at the entangled vines below it, but it does seem like it's trying to get away from you now rather than try to kill you.
But it's still angry.
It's still angry and it's still entangled.
Okay.
Next up is Yang's turn, actually.
All right.
So.
Yeah, I'm just gonna shout out. How did it go, Shava?
I don't think it went too well. I told him to stop and just to leave, but he still seems pretty angry.
Well, we don't want it to destroy this whole place. So I'm just gonna cast Shillelagh on my quarterstaff and then leap down and hit at it.
All right.
Ooh, that's a 10.
That will. You have advantage because
Oh.
it's entangled.
Yippee! That is a 17.
That will hit.
All right. 8 damage.
8 damage. This thing almost keels over. It barely manages to keep its legs up as it ferociously lets out a pig snarl. Does
Someone
that
just
sound-
put this thing out of its misery.
It is its turn. It's going to try to escape, and it will. So you watch as it bursts forth out of the vines. They fling everywhere and shrivel in the air. Yeah, it's going to now run the other way. Bonus action disengage, so that you guys can't get attack of opportunity.
It is
Is it
still.
an action? It's not a rogue pour.
Yeah, and it is still in a 20-foot radius. It's still difficult terrain for it.
No,
For
because
entangle.
it didn't take the spell out. You're right.
Right.
So
It just got out of the vines.
okay. So then that means it has a speed of 40 feet. So that's 20 feet. Math.
I can kill that thing.
Yeah, so it gets
If I
about
can
10
hit it.
feet outside of the vines.
Okay.
And you guys get attack of opportunity.
All right.
Whispers will shriek at it again and scream, I am sorry, brother. And I will kill it. I rolled a 16
Yeah,
on the dice
that-
to hit,
oh, yeah.
and then
Oh,
getting
how
another
much damage did you
11 damage.
It's on its last legs. Chop its legs.
So
This is
the
one.
so this is an interesting ability it has. When it takes that much damage to kill it, it comes back to 1 HP.
when it
Keeps
takes
going.
11 damage,
Okay.
does it not-
Above 10 damage, yeah. So
Oh,
it
wow.
actually, it is
crazy.
enraged even further.
Oh,
and
God.
just out of sheer force of will, continues moving.
I'll take a shot at it. 14. Bang. That would be 8 damage.
You line up your shot and you aim
Bam.
true at the heart. Bam.
Right through its anus.
And it
Plowing.
crashes, plowing through the ground, leaving a trough of mud and overgrown foliage as it comes to a halt, taking its last breath.
Sorry, Mr. Boar.
Whispers would go up and put his taloned hands on it and kind of whisper to it very silently.
Do we get to hear what that
It
sounds
would,
like?
it would just be kind of an Arakakra language prayer of like,
Rest in pace.
yeah. Of sending for a creature,
Okay.
an animal that is.
Well, that was unexpected.
I'll make a tasty snack.
Whispers, do you see any other around here?
That should have been very expected. We found its tracks, and this place is extraordinarily dangerous.
I don't think we should be eating it.
Who said anything about eating it?
I did. Darius sees a big thing of meat and goes, meat.
You sick bastard.
Perhaps the dwarf can. I have heard they can consume rocks.
Gorons?
Can you eat rocks?
I cannot eat the rocks, although we have found many that make quite good spices.
Whispers tops his head to the side and says,
I have heard of rock
yes, you
soup.
can.
So, yeah, you are now alone in this overgrown village. As you search the surrounding buildings, it looks like they're just empty. You see maybe some tables and chairs, but they're destroyed and decrepit.
Yeah.
Let's see if we can pillage anything.
All right, make a pillage check.
Yang's actually, what he's looking to pillage is like some cool flowers or something. He's just looking like
Okay,
something more nature
That's a
pillaging.
survival check.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
I'm
then
looking for,
your
like-
investigation.
I'm
Can I
looking
go
for,
cut
like,
the
plates.
tusks off the boar?
Oh, for sure.
Those will make cool treasures and trinkets.
Yeah, you just takes a little bit of time as you
Yeah.
Is that an
chop through 'em.
investigation?
Investigation.
Whispers would hop over by you and be like, you cannot consume rocks.
No. No, Whispers. I cannot consume rocks.
Shava, as you search these local areas, you start putting together kind of what happened here. It looks like there was some kind of great fire that burned out most of the village, and then it's been sitting here ever since. But the fountain seems completely untouched.
Yang got a 19 with a survival check. And so I think he was actually, he's looking for like plant life, but he's seeing if there's any kind of like magical, unnatural things that have grown here.
Unnatural things that have
Yeah.
grown here? Nothing in particular. There's some pretty flowers, but
Okay.
there's nothing that feels...
Do any of them have like a
Unnatural.
red tint to them?
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
They don't feel unnatural, though.
Okay. Gotcha.
So in terms of like finding any leftover things from the villagers previously, there was nothing.
You do find a few like simple tools, like stone tools. You find what looked to be... you find a single book, but it's completely burned to cinders. Everything here looks like it was burned out entirely.
Okay, I'll just leave everything then. And go back over to the fountain.
All right. It is a very ornate fountain. It has these detailed scrollwork patterns across its entire feature with like natural looking flower shapes kind of allowing water to drip through.
Any languages on it?
No language.
No, like pictures or things that look like history or storytelling.
Yeah, no iconography like that either.
Well, I think someone's got to drink this water. And then he like scoops some up with his hand.
All right.
Whisper's eyes get real owl big. Ooh,
I thought we decided that was a bad idea.
you are perhaps engaging in an unwise behavior.
I'm gonna start
So
prepping.
he's like scared. You can tell it is.
I'm gonna start prepping Save the Dying.
I wouldn't. I'm not going to lie. I'm a little curious myself.
Yang's just gonna kind of like smell it and like see if there's anything like in it.
You put it in your hands, you cup it, and the water it shimmers red in the light. But other than that,
Would there be
It
Would there
doesn't
be
have
a
a smell.
skill check? Because he's also so he did his survival thing, right? And everything here seems natural, but he's suspicious about this. Can he check this specifically? Would it be like Arcana or something like
I mean,
that?
I did a medicine on it.
you can tell that there, and with Shava's roll earlier,
Yeah.
it's definitely got a magical quality to it.
Okay.
Die again.
If you
He's
don't-
slowly bringing the water up to his mouth and just like waiting. Is anyone gonna stop me?
I'm-
And he's just gonna sip it.
Oh.
He just takes a tiny little sip.
Okay. Take +4 temporary HP.
Whoa!
And you do feel it have some other kind of effect that you're not sure about.
Oh my god, guys, this is great!
You do
He just takes a scoop. Is like, come on, it's
you
delicious.
do feel like invigorated by it.
Yeah.
I mean, I'll try it. Shava's gonna.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Alright.
Shava's gonna take a small amount and sip a little bit of it as well.
You also take +4 temporary HP.
Darius is gonna grab like a few vials or like bottles and he's gonna pack some away as maybe temporary potions, but until we can figure out what it really is
Yeah.
for testing.
All right.
It's back to the lab.
Woohoo! Yang's gonna just like run around and like start swinging on things and having fun.
All right.
He's just excited. He's like, oh yeah.
So it is about now. It's around like 7 p.m. The sun has started to set. If you guys wanted to continue on a little bit, or you could set up camp here.
It is not a very defensible position. You saw the boar smash the building to
That was a
pieces.
dire boar though.
It was a building.
I wouldn't mind staying here. I mean, I think Darius and I could probably mend up some of the doors and locks.
Yeah, it wouldn't be too hard. Although I don't think I'd want to put in that much work for a ghost town for one night.
I feel more safer if we did.
Well, if you two wanted to do that, I could go and see if we can scrounge up some food.
Sounds like a plan to me.
All right. Yang and Darius begin trying
We
to.
find like the most
Yeah.
put together house still and start to
Separating
mend
maybe
like the doors and
places.
locks on it.
All right.
Before I go find food, I'm gonna go over to Whispers and be like, "Can you please help me?"
I said I could find food, but I don't know.
I'm not the best at it, and poisonous foods aren't exactly my specialty.
Giant boar.
We're not eating the boar.
Why not?
Oh no.
Darius, you can eat the boar. I'll allow it.
Darius, look at it. It's sickly. It's got all the spikes and dire meat is just never good. It's way too tough.
Yes, let's go hunting.
Okay.
So
So
wait till see what they bring back.
Shava and Whispers go out into the woods. If you guys could make survival checks, looking for food.
Oh, that's not very good.
It's a good thing you came.
Are you sure?
I got a 2.
Oh,
2,
I got a 10.
10.
Whoa.
Not very good. You both end up not really finding too much of anything, but you're a ways away from everything else now. You do stumble across a small stream.
Okay. Whispers is distracted. Shava, can you explain some behavior to me?
What kind of behavior are you talking about?
You and Yang are, what did you call it? Pranking.
Yes.
You intentionally caused harm to an individual for amusement?
Well, back where I come from, it's mostly more so taking from those who have too much and giving to the less fortunate. Back home, I used to do a lot of similar things with my siblings.
I see. So it is a custom of camaraderie and benefit.
Possibly, yes. Some people do it just to be nasty, like when I was younger. there was one time where so Yang used to live in an orphanage. I took some fireworks and snuck them in. No one was hurt, but the patron definitely was not happy with me.
So even at great displeasure, it is still acceptable to prank.
It can be fun.
Ooh.
It scares me to know that Whispers is considering pranking. Oh gosh.
Okay, that's it. He is satisfied.
Oh,
All right.
oh man.
Should we perhaps take a different route on the way back, see if we can find any more resources?
Perhaps, but this forest is unnaturally confusing. Let us not wander far from where we know we are.
That's wise, especially because you are much more versed in these woods than I am.
All right.
I think. Or wait, unless you want to do more with them. Okay.
Survival checks on the way back for you guys, and
okay.
then we'll join up with
Yeah.
Darius and Yang.
That one would be an 18.
Hey.
12.
All right. Yeah, you guys make your way back just fine. What are Darius and
Yeah, so I think while we're mending things up, Yang is gonna speak up and say, "Hey, Darius. So I know when we told our stories of why we were on the road, but we got kind of cut off. I can't remember why you were going to the tower."
As a forge cleric, it's my duty to find things in the world that are different, unnatural, not like Whispers over there in the forest.
I don't know. He seems pretty unnatural to me.
Maybe in personality, but he's got a strong connection with the likes of nature. As a forge cleric, it's our job to find rocks and minerals and mines and people who like to tinker and bring them up and show them the ability to use that for the rest of the world. And the tower seems like one of the greatest places to test this out. And so I got permission from the board of clerics, and I'm on my way.
Oof. It seems more scary to me than interesting.
Well, then why are you attending?
There's where I came from at Calcmul, we had the Grand Scale. I'm sure you've heard of it.
Yes, I remember
And,
you telling how you killed off maybe a third of your community.
Yeah, but that's why I'm going. I need to know if that was why it happened, because it couldn't have been me. I know it couldn't have been me. There's something about this tower that I know isn't right.
Well, it's definitely not natural, that's for sure. Perhaps you'll find the answers you're looking for, but in case you don't, you need to be prepared for the chance that it was your fault, and you can't keep running from the truth that you cause harm.
I think hearing that, Yang's actually just gonna like whimper a little bit and like go outside and start mending from the outside.
Hey. Didn't mean to hurt you, little one. It's just the truth.
at this point, Shava and Whispers flutter back.
Flutter.
Shava's just walking with her
Yeah.
hands out. La, 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 la.
I mean, I have a cape. I'm probably like pretending to be like like a kid with a blanket, like
Yeah.
what I'm doing right now.
All right, so you set up a place to be, it's better, like waterproofed, and just generally seems like a nicer place. It's to stay than it was before. You do manage to piece together a rough door as well.
I think one of the goals I think we had too was to block out light from trying to leave if we wanted to put a lantern inside or something.
Sure,
Yeah.
yeah. You have enough time to do that. As night kind of falls and the stars of the sky take over, moonlight spilling down over this burnt out village.
You bring us some food?
We were unsuccessful in the hunt. The forest is off.
He's lying. He's lying. He always eats the food. Don't you guys smell it when he comes back?
I mean, I was with him this time and we didn't find anything unless he like snuck away, which...
Well, it just looks like we'll have to, I don't know, eat the boar.
I think I'll stick for some of the bread I have in my pack.
Yeah, me too. And he pulls into his bag and pulls out cheese, like some of the because he shoved all that sweetbread down in, and he just like takes pieces out of it from time to time, and so he's just gonna munch on that.
All right, so no one's cooking or...
I'm gonna go eat that boar. I'm gonna go take a piece off of the boar.
Okay, you carve a good hunk out of the boar. Are you cooking it on a fire?
Yeah, I'll just like hold it on like a big spoke and put it over the campfire that we have.
You guys set up a campfire outside of the building, right? Yeah.
I would keep watch. Whispers would sit on top of one of the roofs nearby.
Whispers is keeping watch. Whispers, could you make a perception check for me?
Oh no.
Dun, dun, dun.
More gnolls.
No more gnolls, please.
9. Looking around, you don't really see anything out of the ordinary.
Okay.
Is there anything else you guys would like to do for the night?
Oh, yeah. Yang's gonna remember when he's like reaching into his pouch and stuff. He's like, "Oh, Shava, I forgot. I found this too." And he's gonna give you the comb that he found from the Julian. Look at it, it's so pretty. It's got like the shell stuff on it. I don't know, I thought you might like it.
Thank you. Shava's going to take it and like turn it around in her hands and run it through her hair a couple times. Wait, is there sweet roll on it?
Yeah, there's...
Okay, I'm going to clean it.
I can clean that for you. And he's just gonna
I can clean it. Don't worry about
Okay.
it. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
I'm going to instead, just like rub it on something
Okay,
and clean it off.
you take a few minutes and you get it roughly clean.
Okay.
It may be a little yang spit still on there.
Okay, I'll put it in my bag for further cleaning later.
Yeah, because we had that plan together, so I thought I'd share you with half the stuff that I got.
Oh, thank you. That's very sweet. Was the rest of what you got food?
Yeah, wasn't that the plan? I don't know. I saw this and I thought you might like it, but I grabbed all the food I could. That's what we wanted?
Yes, that's fine. Good job.
Yeah.
Whispers, are you still keeping watch? Make a perception check.
No. This one's much better. 18.
18. You see a lone figure kind of traipsing through the woods. They seem to be stealthy, and just looking at them, it seems like they know you're there, and you know they're there. They are moving through the foliage with marks of experience in doing so.
Okay, they have seen me.
Yes.
I would very slowly, eyes focused on them, pull out my longbow and sit at the ready. And then I would call out, "Who goes there?"
A few moments pass, and a man steps out of the brush. I don't mean any harm. And this man steps out, and you recognize him with a big hat and kind of a poncho-esque overcoat.
Andy.
And yeah, it's Andy. And he takes off his hat.
Oh, is that the...
He was the one I spit on.
Yeah, that's right. Okay.
You know, he spit it at me. I didn't do anything wrong.
Very yang.
Hello, I wanted to reconvene.
Somebody's outside!
Oh.
And I'm just gonna walk out and say, oh, you.
Hello. Forgive me if I'm intruding on your camp, but I have some things to talk to you about.
What?
Well, I'll be honest, I've got a bit of a proposition. Is it all right if I approach?
Java's asleep unless someone wakes her up.
Whispers would fly down.
Yeah.
Like, come,
Yeah.
inside.
All right. Tell us what you got.
Yeah, did anything happen at Tilted Timber Inn after we left?
No, Julian left on his way, and I left on my way after you guys actually. Figured I had a few things to speak with you about. I didn't want to do it at the Tilted Timber. Didn't want to, interrupt anybody else.
Yang's gonna go over and nudge Shava and be like, hey, your friend's here.
Her hair is gonna be like slightly matted on one side from like.
Yang's gonna see the comb on the side and be like, oh, here.
No, thank you. And she's gonna like pretend to brush it back.
Would you mind if I sit at the fire?
Yes, no. What is the appropriate answer? No, you may sit.
I'll take that as a yes.
Take a seat.
He sits down, setting his hat next to him. So I've seen that you are all capable individuals, and I myself like to think I'm a capable individual as well, but to say I don't need help would be, I think, foolhardy. And I want to be straight and honest with you. There's been an evil, a plague running through this place that I'm trying to get rid of. The Midwood is in danger.
Are you from the Midwood?
I am. I was born and raised here.
Well, do you know anything so far?
Well, and I don't mean to keep talking in tongues, but when I say evil, I'm more referring to the people who come here. The people who cut down our trees and destroy our land, who leave waste around and kill animals.
And buy animals. That Julian guy, he's no good.
I agree with you on that one. But I've come to you because I've noticed that you are more than capable of holding your own, and I want your help getting rid of everyone in the Midwood, at least shutting down Aether.
You sound like a bad guy. What are we getting rid of everyone for? Did you burn this place?
No, that what?
Do you know anything about gnolls or undead creatures with bone masks walking around stealing people? Is that you? And he's gonna put his rifle on his lap.
Again, I don't want to be dishonest. Those are, I did summon those creatures to help me do my business, to help me reclaim the Midwood. You have to understand. Their attack on you was unfortunate and misplaced.
I'll shoot him.
Really?
No, but I want to.
I told you
I
guys he was a
might.
bad guy.
I'm thinking about it. Darius is thinking about it.
That doesn't
He's
change
very
the
seriously
fact
thinking
that
about shooting this man.
You purposefully release creatures. What if it had harmed children?
There aren't that many children traveling through the Midwood, fortunately. One of the other reasons I'm approaching you is because, well, I mean, you have a druid in your party, an apeling. You respect nature, I'm sure, and Aarakocra. Imagine if someone came to your great tree and started chopping at its roots. How would you respond?
We would have devoured them.
Exactly.
However, your forest is large and vast, and much of it is intact. They have not struck at your heart, only traveled a road. All you groundlings travel roads.
I'm talking way more about Aether. Their destruction, chopping down trees, ravaging the land.
You've got to make space for people, don't you? It's
No.
a growing city.
I'd have to respectfully disagree.
Where?
Yeah. And Andy, there's a balance to be kept. This giant thing has disrupted the way things are, and the world is just balancing itself out.
again, I'm gonna have to disagree with you. The forest was more than balanced before that thing got here, and I plan on keeping it that way.
I don't understand why you're doing this. You tell us your motives, but at the end of the year, you're still just hurting people who are trying to make a living.
I will agree with you. People don't understand the atrocities they're committing. And
Oh, he's getting more southern. I like it. It's good, yeah.
And it's only my goal, if this could be resolved peacefully, I would agree with you, but their actions have certainly not been peaceful.
Have you ever tried to talk to one of these people before you stole them?
The gnolls are undead. I didn't really ask them for anything.
So what are you asking of us then?
I'm building a crew, a group of people with a like mind, and I'm offering my hand to work with me. Hopefully, my core values resonate with yours, and we can work together.
Where do your values end, though? Are you going to go back to that inn and take down that poor family who's just trying to make a living as well there in the forest?
No, they've been respectful, taking only what they need. There's another village up ahead, Wellrose. They do the same, but the people of Aether, they're all foreign. They don't understand and the ones who do, they are truly evil. The ones who understand what they're doing, the bigwigs, the people who are making these decisions and growing that city.
I wouldn't be comfortable helping you until I have solid proof.
Yeah, we've never been there. It's hard to pass judgment, but I do find some merit that it might be the tower that's doing this to those people. It might bring out bad things in people.
I think people are more than capable of bringing bad things out within themselves.
If we were to help you, how do you propose we would fix the situation?
Well, once we, gather up enough people, enough resources, we take Aether for ourselves and return it to nature.
You mean by force and killing?
Only if necessary. In order to protect this land that is given to us by the Lady VC, we have to protect it. And I do not want violence. If it could be resolved amicably, I'd be more than happy.
Amicably. Have you gone to the city and talked to these people? Or have you just watched from afar and made your own judgments?
I think you're going to need to make a persuasion check on that one.
Oh, that's bad. That's a 6.
I haven't needed to talk with them because their actions speak for them. Words mean nothing.
Do we judge you by the same standard? The one who raises the dead to attack the innocent. Your actions speak very poorly.
I can see where you're coming from. I'll ask one more time. I'd like you to join me peacefully. Otherwise, I'm afraid things won't go so well for anyone.
Is that a threat?
Sure felt like a threat.
Sure did.
And Andy, I think we have to ask you to leave. I don't think this is going to work out. We're not here to cause any harm. We just want to get to the tower.
You would see his eyes open up at that. Why do you all want to go to the tower so bad anyway?
It's a natural wonder. Sparks intrigue.
Natural's the last thing that tower is. One last chance. I'm really, at this point, I'm begging you. Please, don't make me do what I'm about to do.
I'm gonna take aim and say, what is it about you're about to do?
Don't make me do what I'm about to do.
Yeah.
He
You need to
casts a spell.
Should have shot him.
You watch as his skin grows over with pieces of bark, and the cloak on his, the red cloak falls away as the bark pushes at it, and you see furs, like matted green furs underneath. Hey there, and welcome to the middle of the show, which I've just decided I'm going to call the Dive Lounge, because that actually sounds kind of cool. Last week, I said I would read our favorite review, so here it is, from Pod Addict T. They said, great show. The Dive Cloud, a tabletop podcast, is one of the rare gems you're always looking for but can never seem to find. With expert audio quality, fantastic narration, and storytelling dynamics, this wholly original podcast will leave you longing for more. Stop reading my review and hit play already. Also, the account that wrote that happens to literally be a bot who makes the same comment every time, only replacing the name of the podcast. Which honestly, we appreciate the review, whether you're human or not. And it's kind of fitting for our show anyway. We actually only got that one review last week, so if you leave one, I pretty much can guarantee I'll read it next episode. With Andy revealing his true colors, how will our heroes get out of this one? Let's find out. Back to the show.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
Did you take a shot, Derek?
Yeah, I'll take a shot. I'm gonna shoot him.
All right,
Matt
that's
is
gonna
green
put us in
fur.
initiative. So first up is going to be Whispers.
Okay. He invoked VC's name, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
God of Nurture.
God of Nurture. All right. So Whispers would... He'd definitely be swinging to hit him, but I'm going to be swinging to trip, not to do full damage.
Okay.
So he would say, you invoke the name of the God of Nurture, but you destroy instead. You have chosen poorly.
Knight of Holy Grail.
And I'm going to miss. That's only going to be a 6.
Yeah, that'll miss.
Yep.
All right. It is now.
I would also, sorry, before my turn ends, I would definitely be raging.
Okay, yeah.
He would shriek and
You rage.
rage.
And it is Andy's turn. And he is going to cast Entangle.
Oh, great.
So, everyone make dexterity saving throws.
That's a 3.
12.
9.
Oh,
9
gosh.
does not succeed.
5.
Oh,
my God.
Full failures all around. Yeah, you all feel yourselves stuck tight in these branches. And he's going to stay where he is. And next up, you see 5 of those skeletal creatures rushing from the woods.
Ah, gosh.
Do we still have those temporary hit points, by the way?
You do, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Should drink the water.
Nice.
You still
I
time.
tried.
I did take those vials. And
No,
we're still
it's
in
right
town. That's
there.
right, yeah. We're in the town still.
So the entangled is actually, it's a 20-foot radius, and it's difficult terrain for anyone in it.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that's his turn, and then those gnolls are gonna rush at you, but they're not gonna get to you in time. So they're just a little bit out of a way before they can actually hit you. So that's their turn. Yang, your turn.
Yeah, I'm going to try to break out. I do not. It's a 4.
Yeah, that will not succeed. You pull at the vines, but are unable to get them removed faster than they can regrow.
Andy, you saw us from before. You know we don't mean any harm to this place.
And I don't mean any harm to you. I'm not gonna kill any of you.
What do you want?
I just want people on my side. Is that so wrong?
When you're hurting them,
Darius, it's your turn.
I'll try to break free too. 14?
With 14 to break out, yeah, you with your dwarven strength reach down and
One
force
leg.
your legs up out.
Great. I'll take a bonus action. Do I get a bonus action for after breaking out?
Yeah.
All right, cool.
It was
I'll-
your action to do
Yeah,
that.
I'll load Rosie.
It is Shava's turn.
I'm going to look at him and I'm going to be like, you know, you seem to like trees quite a bit. How do you properly identify a dogwood tree?
What?
By the bark. And I'm gonna cast Tasha's Hideous Laughter.
He's like, I don't understand that joke.
I believe it's a wisdom saving throw. Yep.
Wisdom save.
And my spell save DC is 13.
just a failure.
Nice.
So-
So he does think it's funny.
He
thinks it's really
regardless
funny.
of whether he thinks it's funny, he starts laughing.
Yeah, so he is now fall prone
Ooh.
and he is incapacitated.
Okay,
And that breaks his concentration.
does.
that will.
Yeah, so he
uh,
has to make a wisdom saving throw at the end of his turns.
Okay, so his concentration is broken, and all those vines fade away
Nice.
as he's laughing on the ground, like.
I imagine it sounding a little more painful, but yeah.
It'll get there. Anyway,
Oh my gosh.
Whisper's turn.
Will the gnolls reach us this round?
Yeah,
Okay. Will they be able to reach us and attack, or are they just going to?
they'll be able to reach and attack.
We almost died with 4 of them. What are we gonna do?
We're good.
We got this.
I'm going to fly straight into the gnolls and
Okay.
attack one of them.
Yeah.
Be 9 damage to one of them then.
9 damage. All right, yeah. You managed to rip out a few ribs, like holding on and yanking. And it lets out like a pained yip. And you're just kind of trying to block them from continuing forward. Okay. That's good. Next up is Andy's turn. He's on the ground laughing. How does he break out of that?
He has to do a wisdom saving throw.
Is it at the beginning or end of his turn?
I believe it's the end.
That'll succeed. He spends his whole turn laughing, but stands and manages to stand up. He finishes laughing, just laying on the ground, kind of clutching his stomach.
It was a pretty good one.
And that'll end his turn. It is now the Knoll's turn, and every single one of them is going to make attacks at Whispers.
Well then.
So. Oh, and they also have reach with their spears.
Oh.
Yeah.
Did you land near them or did you hover above them?
I'm above them.
Okay.
Yeah.
But I was trying to stay out of their way, but if they have reach with their
They do have
weapons,
reach.
that
Oh.
doesn't matter.
Oh no. What weapons do they have?
Spears.
That one's gonna hit. That one's gonna hit. That one won't hit. That one won't hit. That one's a crit.
Oh no.
But you're raging, so you're fine. I'm sure.
Sure.
Make a Constitution saving throw.
Oh, that's nice.
My bad.
Oh, that's a nat 20.
Look at that.
25.
Nice. Okay, you feel the poison coursing through you that's tipped on these spears, but you manage to brush it off with your burly barbarian feathers.
Constitution.
Your swift barbarian blood.
That's 8 damage on the first attack, 4 damage on the second attack. The last one is the critical, which is gonna be 14 piercing,
Oh my god.
and then all halved.
Yeah.
All right.
Yang, it is your turn.
Andy, you said you didn't want to hurt us, but those things are going to hurt us.
He's just laying on the ground, clutching his sides. The poison will stabilize you. Don't worry. You'll
God
all be fine.
Damn you. And Yang's going to turn and kind of like pull whatever energy was left from the entangle that we just had and kind of like push it through the ground to where the gnolls are. So it just encompassing all the gnolls there. So yeah, it's just entangled. They have
Okay,
to do a
these-
strength
So
to see if they get captured.
I'll roll as a group, and they all fail. These vines all wrap around them as they try to shake and get out, but yeah, they're holding tight. That's Yang's turn. Next is Darius.
Alright, healing word on Whispers. You can take 5 hit points back.
Nice.
And then I'm gonna walk over to Andy, prep to shoot him in the head.
All right.
Because I can't shoot him because that's technically an action.
Now, Raw, you have disadvantage because it's a range.
Healing word's a bonus action.
Healing word's bonus
yeah.
action?
Yeah.
Oh, then great. I'm gonna shoot this guy in the head.
But it's. Well, I'll let Cole say what he was
It's,
Yeah.
yeah, so you have disadvantage with ranged attacks.
If you go up to
If-
somebody
that's
was prone.
okay. Then,
Yeah, if someone's prone.
Okay. That's weird. But then I guess
I'll say that if
Stay
you're
back.
right on them and they're
I'm
prone,
just like looking at him.
yeah, I'll let you roll straight.
Okay, cool. If I miss this.
Oh my gosh. Heat of battle. Got it.
That doesn't hit. And it's not a nat 1, so I don't drop my weapon, but it's not good.
I don't make you guys drop your weapons.
Oh, you don't?
No.
Okay. Well, either way, I don't get him.
So he rolls to the side, out of the way, as you shoot.
Yeah.
And your gun just smoking.
Come back here.
Shava.
Okay. I can see the gnolls, correct?
Yeah, you can see all of them.
I'm going to avert my attention from Andy and under my breath start like whispering, and you can see like a little bit of like ice coming from my breath as I cast Chill Touch on one of the gnolls.
Okay.
Can we get a little reference for where the gnolls are in relation to where we are? Like how far away are they?
So they're about like 15 feet away from you guys right
Oh,
now.
okay. So they're kind of like in between some houses coming along or something. Or
Yeah, they're like funneling between a few different houses and vine structures.
Okay.
Okay, that was a 11 to hit.
An 11 to hit one of the gnolls. That
And
will not hit.
but they're entangled, right? So
They are entangled.
We have advantage.
So yeah, do that with advantage.
Okay. That's worse.
Okay. Yeah. Your skeletal hand reaches out to touch their skeletal faces, but misses.
Aw. I just want to be
No
friends.
skelly on skelly action.
Whispers.
Okay. Does a 14 hit them?
A 14 hits.
All right, I would like to hit the one that I damaged already.
I will assume that you guys are hitting the most damaged one.
No, that'll be 13 points of damage.
All right, it goes down.
That's max damage. Oh, it's actually 15 points of damage. I always forget to add my rage damage.
I don't think it matters.
And then
So-
I would.
As that one goes down, the other 4 make attacks at you.
They are entangled.
They are. That doesn't stop them from making attacks?
It says that they're restrained, and they have to make an action.
Okay, so they'll take
okay.
they'll take disadvantage on all their attacks.
Oh, right, because restrained is like a mechanic.
First one is a miss. Second one's a miss. Third one's a miss. Fourth one's a miss.
Okay.
Yeah, that entangle.
Then
It's working.
I am gonna move back, fly back, since being in the air above them is not beneficial to me, and land between the group and
Okay.
and them.
Yeah.
Andy takes half his movement to stand. He is still in the entangle, right?
He's not an entangle.
He's not. You move the
Yeah, the entangle is like focused around the gnolls.
Yes. Okay. So he stands up, and I'm gonna need everyone to make dexterity saving throws. Okay. So Darius and Shava, you both fail. This sparkling purple energy emanates out from him like a dust, and then it settles over you two, making you glow.
Fairy fire.
That's the one. And then bonus action, you watch as a green energy spills over a staff that he had hidden underneath his cloak as he pulls it out.
Great.
And that's his turn. So next up is the gnolls.
They can use
So-
their action to try to escape.
Yes, that's what they're going to do. They're going to all try to escape.
Strength. Beating
Strength.
13.
Okay, 1 succeeds, 2 succeed, 3 succeed, 4 succeed. So
God damn them.
they all like
They
take-
all fail and they all succeed.
they all take their spears and start clawing at the vines wrapping around them, and they all start running forward. They run forward. They just get to you guys, and that's it. That's their turn. Next up is Yang.
All right, Yang is going to just kind of leap and climb up the nearest building to us, probably the one that we were mending. Just kind of his movement, and then he's going to yell out, "Everybody, get out of the way for next time! I need to cast that entangle again. It's our best chance." And then he's going to produce flame and throw it at one of the
All right.
things, the gnolls. I got a nat one.
Nat 1 does not hit. It
All right.
goes completely wide, and fortunately the brush is wet currently, so no worries there. Next up is Darius.
All right. Where is this boy? And can
You're right next
am
to
I
him.
right next to him? I'm gonna cast Guiding Bolt. just right at him.
Just right in his face.
Right in his face. I want to see this boy dead. Oh my gosh. Is a 9? Is a 9 gonna do it?
You
Is it gonna do
put
it?
your hand right into his face, and your
just-
guiding bolt just.
The world will never be able to watch you hide behind your dice box when you do that. I find it very amusing.
It's so I can't eyes. I can't hit anything.
So that's Darius' turn. Shava.
So mad.
Am I within range of where Yang would be casting the entangle currently?
Yeah.
Okay.
You guys are all crowded around the campfire.
Okay, heeding Yang's warning, I'm going to move back, let's say 20, 25 feet away in the direction of like the hut that we were staying in. And then I'm going to attempt an Eldritch Blast. That's a 9.
That will not hit.
Is hexing somewhat a bonus action? Or is it an
Yes,
action?
it's a bonus
It's a bonus action,
Okay.
but it's a spell slot.
Oh, really?
It is.
Oh.
And I didn't say that I was using my locket on our break, so.
You can use it as an action whenever you want.
Okay, cool.
That takes us to Whisper's turn. Andy looks at all of you. Please, just lay down your weapons and surrender peacefully. This doesn't have to be this hard.
I'm gonna hit one of his knolls.
All right.
Whispers just turns his head, like as he's swinging at the knolls, looks at Andy and is like, and then clobbers his knoll for 15 points of damage.
Yeah, that'll take that one out.
Dang.
And the other 3 are going to make attacks at disadvantage at you. Oh, they're not entangled anymore. Yep,
No.
they'll just make regular attacks. That is a miss. They all swing wide as you get out of range of them. All right, it is Andy's turn, and he is going to take his staff and whack it against Shava.
I'm 25 feet away from
Oh, you
him
are?
now.
Okay.
Yeah, her and I are at the
Oh,
building.
well then Darius.
Yeah.
Her and I are at the building. The campfire is kind of in the middle of the area.
That is a non-natural 20.
Well, great.
So that should hit.
Not a crit, though.
No, it's not a crit. It's true.
You take 6 bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
Truly, we could settle things. I've given you all so many chances. so many chances at this point.
No.
Fair enough. And that'll end his turn. And next up is the Gnolls, who are going to make attacks at Whispers again. So they all swing, and one manages to jump up a little higher than the rest and stab at you.
Like too much.
That is 7 piercing.
Okay.
Trying their hardest.
Yay.
No, I'm doing good. Not even bloody.
Okay, so this time, Yang is going to like think back to when he did that cool, awesome survival check and really got the lay of the land with these things, and pull from that energy to cast Entangled again with some gusto.
All right.
Any chance he could get advantage for using that cool survival check he did before?
I'll allow it.
Yeah,
Against my better judgment.
because he did become one with this area. He was just kind of feeling it out. Well, that one's bad. Oh wait,
Yeah,
Entangled isn't a.
Yeah.
Never mind.
it's not.
I take it
So,
back.
They roll.
Yeah,
so you're
Disadvantage.
if they would roll a disadvantage
on the Knolls.
Yeah.
The 3 Knolls. So natural 1. So that's as
Great.
low as that gets.
Good.
That one will succeed. That one will fail. Okay. So
Wait, the other 2 rolled at disadvantage too?
they all fail.
Okay.
They're all
Yay.
captured in the vines, but they are within reach of like the main group.
and Andy and Darius would have to roll as well.
Oh, you're
if
right.
they're all in this area.
That's all right.
yeah.
Andy
Yeah.
rolls.
Done anything?
Okay, so everyone, all of your opponents are now vined up.
Yeah. Restrained.
Darius, it's your turn.
All right. Well, I'm not restrained. I'm gonna stop trying to hit the boy and go smack one of these gnolls with my mace.
Nice.
Is an 11 gonna hit?
Against the Knolls?
Yes.
No.
Oh my god.
And we did. I thought we established that you do get advantage.
Do I get advantage because they're
Yeah.
entangled?
Yeah.
Good.
Restraint.
Yeah.
Please.
Come on, be better.
That's so much worse. That's a nat 1, baby.
Yeah. Ooh.
All right. Thank God for advantage.
So
Love it.
mad.
It'll be all right.
It'll be fine.
You miss.
I miss.
You miss.
That's it.
Just wait when we have to do some crafting, then you'll be used.
Next up is Java.
I'm going to start charging an Eldritch Blast again, and as I shoot it, I'm going to say, maybe you should surrender.
What's
22.
22 will hit.
Nice.
9.
9
damage.
9 damage. So he takes his blast. This is the first time you guys have actually hit him.
Yeah.
And
Oh, wow.
Sorry.
and you watch as some of the bark on his skin splinters off, and his brow furrows. Don't you all understand what I'm up against? What I'm dealing with?
Yep.
Do you not respect nature?
I don't respect you.
You think those creatures are natural? There's nothing natural about it.
You're only fighting fire with fire.
I thought he was using plants against.
That's a term, Sonny. We'll get you later.
I'll teach it to you, son.
Whispers, it's your turn.
Okay, I am going to hit Andy.
All right.
19?
19 will hit.
So I swing around with my pole arm, and I will do 7 points of damage, and I will look at him and say, "You have forgotten that beings are part of nature as well." And I just scrape it straight across his face with the 3 griffin talons.
Ooh,
Nice.
yeah. You rip off some of the bark, revealing skin underneath as blood starts to pour from his cheek.
What? Yeah.
It is Andy's turn. He's currently restrained by the vines, so
You can still attack, or you can try to escape.
he's
right?
gonna he's gonna attack Darius actually.
Great.
And we said that was a disadvantage.
It is.
So okay, he will miss.
Great. Yay. That's how it feels. No.
It feels fine. And now it's the Knoll's turn, who are all gonna again make attacks at Whispers. 7 points of bludgeoning from the first,
Okay.
and 4 points of of piercing. Sorry, from the second.
Okay.
Are you still up?
Oh, yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, barbarians.
Okay, I'm going to actually cast Healing Word on Whispers, which is 8.
Nice.
Yep. Then I'm going to produce Flame and toss it at Andy. And say, your cause, you have good motivations, but the way you're doing it is so bad. If you submit, we will let you go. And I'm holding my hand before I'm ready to throw it here.
Make a persuasion check.
All right. Persuasion. Oh, charisma. Oh. It's a nat 1.
I saw you checking your sheet before you looked at your dice, and I was like, don't matter.
I will never align myself with people who don't respect the values of this wood.
Then eat flame, loser.
Oh, man.
That is 15.
15 doesn't hit.
Just barely missed.
You watch as the flame licks down at his feet, some of the vines dying and regrowing.
Yeah.
That was... Now it's Darius' turn.
Okay. I don't even know what I should
got
do
this,
anymore.
Darius.
All right. I'm going to try and hit Andy one more time. I'm going to hit him with Sacred Flame. Oh, my God.
Advantage.
He's restrained.
Nat 20! I did a thing. Okay. Gosh. 10. 10 damage.
It staggers him, and he holds at the vines, pulling himself back up.
Okay.
It is Shava's turn.
I'm going to use my action to grab my locket and kind of whisper to it in Infernal in order to get back one of my spell slots.
Okay.
And then I'm going to use my Voice of the Chainmaster to call to Nyx and tell Nyx to fire with her short bow.
Nyx is a short bow?
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
19 to hit.
That'll hit.
And it only does 1d1.
What?
Yeah. But he must succeed on a DC 10 Constitution saving throw.
Okay, it's one of those. Okay, he succeeds.
Okay.
Nothing happens.
What did you exploded if it hit it? Or if
Bam! If Nyx hits with that arrow, we win D&D. That's
I like it. We win the game.
Yeah, no, I'm a hex.
I'm a hex.
Okay.
I'm a hex.
What kind of ability checks did you want to give him disadvantage on?
Strength?
But
Do it for the vine.
Okay, strength.
into the mic.
He has disadvantage on strength stuff.
Oh no.
Strength.
Oh, man.
And Whispers.
I will slash at Andy again. Whispers screams at him to call off your undead dogs, and perhaps we will let you live. Question mark? Will we?
No.
I don't know. And he'll slash at his face again for 12 points of damage.
12 points of damage. That's enough to bring him down. He goes fully unconscious.
Okay.
And he hits the ground, falling right next to the fire.
Is he
Not
in the
in the
fire?
fire?
No, not
Okay.
he didn't fall in the fire. But
we push him
the
in the
undead are still attacking. So it's his turn. He's actually, you hit him exactly straight, so he's
Good.
stable. So it is the Knoll's turn now.
Is he being like held up by the vines? Like,
Yeah, basically. The Knolls are all, I think they're rushing forward at this point. All three of them are trying to get past you now.
Oh,
To
they-
get
but they
to
have-
Andy.
they're trying to
get to Andy.
Oh, I'm sorry. Did I miss it? Did they escape the entangle?
No, that's
Okay.
what they're going
I
to try to move towards
Gotcha.
if they can succeed.
And it was established to have disadvantage
Yeah.
For
for the entangle because it's powered by my
yeah.
connection with the nature.
First
here.
one succeeds. Second one fails. Third one succeeds. So two of them escape. One is still held firmly in place, and they rush over towards Andy, looking like they're ready to grab him and pick him up.
Any attack of opportunities?
They haven't left yet.
Oh.
You would actually, Whispers would get attack of opportunities.
Nice.
Very good. Oh. Very, very bad.
Whispers reaches out but whiffs. And then Yang, it was your turn.
Yang is going to produce another flame and throw it at the one that is still entangled.
Okay.
4 damage.
4 damage. Alright. Doesn't really seem to hurt it a whole lot, but it's still standing. Darius, it's your turn.
I forgot how much we established for the radius of my bombs are.
Probably 15 feet.
I'm
Not for diameter?
Yeah, I'm gonna back up enough and then throw it right at them, all three of them.
Did you drink the water, by the way?
I did not drink
Okay.
the water. 13.
13 to hit them?
Yeah.
Will hit.
Yay!
Nice.
Oh, that's only 4 damage. 4
But
flame
but it's
damage.
4 to all.
Oh, it is 4.
Two of them take the damage because they're right next to him.
Oh,
the other
okay.
one was stuck in place.
And
Yeah,
Andy's
yeah, yeah.
officially like
He's
down.
Down.
He's
Yeah,
unconscious.
there. He's
But he's
Oh,
like
well,
down.
So yeah. So,
Would he take damage? From
yeah, he's
Yeah, it's a bomb.
Yeah, it's a bomb,
Okay, yeah.
dude.
So he auto fails a death save.
Yeah.
Great. Oh, and I'm sorry.
And he's no longer stable.
Wait, I thought he was at 1.
He was at 0. So he went full
okay.
stable.
So it's his
now he's
first.
not.
Okay.
oops.
Darius, we don't need to kill him.
Yes, we do.
I agree with the Stone Eater.
We've been through this. I don't need stones.
Yeah,
first time we've heard whispers.
It's like, what?
More so laughing at Whispers' laugh than.
Oh man.
And it's Andy's turn. He makes a death save.
Good.
That's a success. That'll end his turn.
Good job, Andy.
And now it's the Knoll's turn. The one who's in the vines tries to escape and succeeds.
Oh.
So it escapes, and then the other one, he'll lift him up, and he's going to start running, but he only gets 15 feet. And he's going to take attacks of opportunity from Whispers, and yeah, just Whispers.
Okay. And I will unfortunately miss.
All right, so he's now holding on to Andy, running.
Is this the one who has the disadvantage on strength from my hex as well?
Yeah, so this is the one that's holding him So it
Okay.
has disadvantage on strength.
Okay.
It is now Yang's turn.
Kill him.
I'll try. It's gonna produce flame and toss it out.
Who are you targeting?
No.
The one that's holding Andy?
Yeah.
Okay.
That is a 17
That'll
plus blah blah blah. With 3 damage.
3 damage is not enough.
And then Yang's going to leap down and chase after it.
Okay.
To get closer to it.
Then Darius.
All right.
What would you like to do?
Bonus action, load my rifle, and then I'll try to take a shot at the gnoll carrying it. 17.
That'll hit.
Yay. And 5 damage.
And that will take it down.
Yeah.
It clatters into a pile of bones, Andy hitting the floor and just laying on the ground. There's one gnoll left, but at this point, I would say you guys quickly dispatched that one.
Mm-hmm.
And Andy is laying on the ground, still unstable.
Yeah. So are we out of
Yes,
initiative?
you're out of initiative now.
Yang running up and seeing the one get shot is going to get down and try to stabilize Andy.
Okay.
Yeah.
Whispers is going to fly over and push Yang out of the way.
Yeah.
Be like, please wait a moment before you aid him.
People can change, Whispers. We don't need to kill him for.
I'm with aid not being immediately administered and this conversation
Just
taking
make a
place. He's making a check,
Yeah.
and he succeeds.
Okay.
Huh.
I agree with you, but there is great danger in giving someone that opportunity. Do not waste it on everyone.
He's in this world like us, and he gets a chance to keep it balanced. But if we can try to make it,
While they're arguing, can I just run up and hit him on the head with my mace?
Yeah, you can. Does anyone want to try and stop?
I'm arguing. So,
Yeah.
So Yang's not paying
I
attention.
imagine what happened was like I was like over him like trying to do a check,
Strength with -1.
and Whispers came and like swooshed me and kind of like we tumbled away and we're arguing.
I only have a +1.
Yeah,
Yeah, I was like, I'm just gonna take advantage and just bam,
do it.
right on the head.
Okay. Yeah, he has disadvantage. I mean, you have advantage.
You okay? Well, thank you. 17.
That'll hit.
Great.
That's
And it's 2, right?
it's only 1 because we changed. it.
Oh yeah. I remember.
So he's at 2 failed death saves now.
Yep.
Unless you wanted to say use a bonus action to hurt him more or something.
I'm gonna run over.
Okay.
I might
Shava's
actually
running
be
over.
able to.
You might be able to.
on Shava. It's like fucking Shava.
Is Sacred Flame an action or a bonus
That's
action?
an action.
Then I cannot do anything else.
Okay, so all of you saw as Darius took his mace and whacked him across the head. He lets out like a ugh, but not dead. Blood is now pouring from him, and you watch as the bark falls off of his skin.
What does Shava do?
What are you gonna do?
I'm going to just jump on Darius from behind and try to knock him over so he can't attack.
Opposed grapple check.
Yeah, infighting.
Is that
It's,
that's a nat one.
it's athletics for both of you. Shava still could roll in that one.
That's true.
4. Wait, so would that be? No.
Yeah, you definitely won that check.
Oh, that's so funny.
With Shava unexpectedly jumping on you, you're not ready for it at all, and you fall face first into the ground, a mouthful of mud.
Ugh.
Sorry.
Are you?
Yes.
And he's gonna make
kill him.
another death save.
This is his last one. Either survive.
That's a success.
Oh my god.
Stabilized.
Wow, good rolls.
All right.
He stabilizes.
All right. So and Yang's
Why
gonna
did
call out.
it die?
The tower is evil. There's some truth to what he's saying here, guys.
We don't know that though.
But whatever it is, he's counteracting it. We know he's doing it in the wrong way, but there is a right way to do it, and we have to give him a chance to do that if that's what nature is asking for.
I still don't think it's a terrible idea to just hear him out and maybe look and see the town situation for ourselves.
Whispers would cock his head to the side and say, I sympathize with Yang's position, except I do not believe the tower is evil. The tower is ununderstandable at this moment. Andy has proven his methodology to evil. To leave a threat alive is to invite
You're all
disaster.
forgetting the fact that he steals people. He created those gnolls who took people, the people disappearing. I'm more than willing to bet that was their doing, and he attacked us twice now.
But he's a person just like you or me.
And people die.
How many people have you murdered? Because I've never murdered anyone, and I
I wouldn't
don't
call this murder.
plan on
Murder is
starting
out of-
today.
Murder is out of hate and personal anger. This is out of the fear and the protection of other people on this road.
At this point, I'm just going to get off of Darius.
I'm on the ground, just like looking up.
Yeah.
He said there's a town just down the way. Why? We can let them take care of him. It's not our choice to end his life.
Guarantee you they're gonna kill him.
Perhaps justice is best served that way, though, rather than here in the wild.
You all hear the loud and progressively getting louder sound. You didn't notice it at first of accordion music.
I told you she was gonna come back. I told you.
At the sound of that, I'm just going to immediately book it back into the hut.
And I think that's where we'll end.
That's awesome.
I told you.
I don't think
no.
anyone ever doubted that she was coming back.
Maybe she's here to help us.
She's here to help? Maybe?
Oh God.
Thanks so much for listening, everyone. The story is really starting to pick up now, and there's so much more cool stuff to come that I can't tell you guys about quite yet. I've really been working on translating the kinds of stories I had been telling in my personal games and distilling that down into this show for all of you. D&D has been a hobby of mine for about 5 years now, and over time it's really started to grow into a core part of my life, as weird as that kind of sounds to say. Especially now, making this podcast for all of you awesome people, any support that you can offer, even if it's just reviews or kind words, is really appreciated by not only me, but our entire team. And if you'd like to support us, right now the best way to do that is to go out and tell your friends and share us and like us on social media. You can follow us on Twitter at DiveCloudCast. We release every other Monday, so I'll see you then. Have a good one, everybody.
Inspiration ignites an invisible channel that opens between machine and soul.